Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy of Bushbaby Amy, and today I will be doing a twist out versus braid out video for you guys. So in this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you how I install each of the styling methods into my hair. So if it is your first time on my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and obviously hit that notifications button so that you don't miss the next time I upload. And without further ado, let's head on over to the video. So before we get into this video, there are just 2.5 disclaimers I need to mention really quickly. The first one is that this footage was originally recorded in December 2018, but due to the sheer volume of footage I recorded, I was super overwhelmed and just never got around to editing it until now. The second thing is that this is part 1 of a 2-part series. So be sure to hit that notifications bell so you do not miss the next time I upload. And the final half a disclaimer is that this footage was originally shot to be used as part of a paid partnership with a particular brand. However, due to some unniceties which I experienced, I stopped producing content for them, and so I will not be disclosing the brand I used, but I will mention the product type that I did use.
Girls, I'll get a little taste out. Pushing me away so I can space out. With a heart that I can break, I'll be there for you. I will care for you. I keep thinking you just don't know. I don't run from that, say you're done with that. On your fake color, just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. When all the baggage just ain't as happy in the party.
My first step always when detangling my hair is to divide it into sections. Not only does it make it easier to detangle your hair, but overall it helps reduce breakage. Also, these sections can be kept in for your entire wash day regimen, greatly reducing your time requirement on wash day. Before I start detangling, I lubricate my hair. Dry hair is brittle, and working on dry hair can result in a lot of unnecessary damage. Today I am using a lightweight detangling spray. Before applying the detangling spray, I gently damp my hair using water. The reason I do this is because my hair was very dry, and I didn't want the detangling spray to act as a moisturizer. If I did not initially saturate my strands with water, I would have needed to use a lot more of the detangling spray. Using only my fingers, I first gently finger detangle my hair. I start at the ends by gently removing any tangles by pulling them loose. I use this pulling method throughout the section with the intention of removing looser, bigger detangles first. When you use a raking or combing motion in the detangling process, you tend to pull down on knotted sections, which can cause them to tighten and make them more difficult to detangle. Once I feel like I've pulled out most of my tangles, I then go in with my wet brush detangling brush. I have shared this brush with you guys before in my Styling My Straight and Natural Hair video. I really love this brush, and I find that it has really helped my detangling process. The flexible body decreases the risk of the brush snagging too much on any tangles still in my hair. Once I'm satisfied with this detangling step, I then go in with a wideish tooth comb. This one in particular I love because of the curved body. In all honesty, I'm not exactly sure what the curved body does, but I find that it is a lot more gentle on my hair than other combs I've used previously. For the styling segment of this video, I've decided to play the twisting and braiding footage side by side. Not only does this allow for a direct comparison between the two styling methods, but more importantly, it also shortened the length of this video significantly. At this point, I am now preparing the section for styling. I have already separated the detangled section so that I am now working with only the amount of hair that will be used for one twist or one braid. Since the section is already damp from the detangling, I go in with a sealing butter. In this case, the butter is sheer butter based and not only seals in the moisture in my hair, but also provides significant shine. These are rather important benefits as I usually rock my twists or braids as a short-term protective style for 1 to 2 weeks. When preparing my hair, I focus on really distributing the butter and smoothing out the hair cuticles. This will ensure a neater, frizz-free style. In addition to using just my fingers, I also use a dense bristle brush as a final smoothing touch. Whilst TwistOut Amy is still prepping, let's focus on BraidOut Amy for a second. At this point, she has started installing her braids, but what I want to point out is just how long it takes her to separate her hair into 3 equal sections before she can actually start braiding. Comparatively, almost no time is spent by TwistOut Amy dividing her hair into 2 sections. Now, the question might come up, why such a focus on equal sections? Simply put, uniformity. It ensures that once you near the end of the braid or twist, you actually have sufficient hair to complete them neatly. Additionally, when you separate or take down your twists or braids, you get uniform curls. But we will leave that discussion for part 2. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. It's also important to continuously smooth your hair as you continue your braid or twist. As mentioned before, this will not only make your style look neater, but also last longer. I'm sure by now you've also noticed the timer I have going. One thing I often hear people complain about is how time-consuming taking care of their natural hair is. So I thought this would be a great factor to use as a comparison between these two styles in particular. Now, as BraidOut Amy is struggling along, TwistOut Amy is finishing up her twist. She ensures that the end of her hair is well moisturized and sealed, as this is the most vulnerable and fragile part of her hair strands now. She now uses the brush to clump her ends and then twirls it around her finger, creating a curl. The reason why she creates a curl at the end of her hair is to ensure that she has an even curl pattern throughout the strand of her hair and not have some straight ends at the end of her twist out. Finally, BraidOut Amy has come to the party and is now also nearing the end of her braid. Like TwistOut Amy, BraidOut Amy will also ensure that the ends of her braids are nicely sealed and moisturized. A pro tip is that if your hair does not curl at the end, firstly, it could mean that you require a trim, as is my case in this particular video. But you could also alternatively use flexi rods or palm rods at the end of your braids or twists to create the curl. Or install some bantu knots at the ends of your braids or twists also to create this curl.
Oh, you've been hurt by someone else. I could tell by the way I've asked about you and they told me things, but my mind didn't change and I still feel the same. What's a life with no fun? Please don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours, we both know. They won't get it like I will. My only witness, I direct, cause that truth hurts and those lies heal, and you can't sleep in any lies still. Do you cry still? Tears all in a pillowcase. We girls all get a little taste out, pushing me away so I can space out. Even with a heart that I can break, I'll be there for you, I will care for you. I keep thinking you just don't know. Trying to run from that, say you're done with that on your face, girl, it just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. When all the back is just ain't as happy and the party's open, just don't forget me. We'll change the past and we'll just do it.